Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get the party started. So I don't know if this is if I don't know exactly why we are going down here. I wonder if it has anything to do with some new tariff news. Everybody knows? Let me know. So we're tagging our London low basically here. Gotta get a little music playing in the background. But good morning, good morning. Really want this. I would love to see NQ take this London low and ES not take it, and then potentially CS just bounce. That would be very healthy. So bit rate, let's see. I'm gonna try this, guys. I'm on an eval right now, so we're gonna wait for the strategies to play in the funded accounts, but we're gonna try this on an eval here. See if we get a pop here. Just looking for us to fill some of these orders above. All these sell orders that just piled in here at the open. Maybe we can get a little push here. Let's fill a couple of these orders. ES looks pretty strong still. So maybe we get a push here. Yeah, ES is still pretty much above this M15. So maybe we get a little push, get a little fills, some order fills here. Even if it's just 100 or 200 bucks, I mean, I don't have to hold it for a full 1-to-1. Struggling here. We have news, I believe, at let's see what time. Tuesday's news was at 10. Is at 10 a.m. So don't want to be in this trade at 10 a.m. That's for sure. See if this holds. See if they buy this thing at some point here. I'll buy another one here, I think. At this order block, see if this order block holds. My order block did hold. Nice push here. Take that off for 400 bucks there in profit. Pretty easy trade. Pretty easy trade. Damn, could have made a lot more, huh? Could have been up 800 here on these accounts. All right, so we got to 64, 22, 64, 22. Wow, this thing is really pushing. Let's see where we would be at if we would have two here. I was around here. Okay, we'd be up like over $1,300 a year. Pushed right to VWAP, by the way. Very bullish candle there. What's up, Snagga? I jumped off that trade too early, got out for $60. Hey, that's not bad. What's up, Perez? Yeah, talking here, Perez. Talking here, talking on YouTube, not on Discord. So it's easier for me to answer you. Yeah, this is a beautiful trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade here. I bet you this would work. I'm not going to take it, but I bet you we get at least a 1-to-1 out of this. This 15-minute gap here just got filled. But guys, basically the only reason why I went long here is because there was a massive amount of sell orders up here, and I figured buyers would want to, or not buyers, but the market would want to fill some of those orders. Exactly what happened. That was nice. We have equal highs up here. I really think we could probably see that. ES is pretty strong, right? Yeah, holding as well nicely. Never closed through that 15-minute gap. Very nice. Very, very nice. Snag, I looked at that trade that you posted earlier. Very nice trade. That is exactly what we taught you yesterday. I love to see it. Love to see it, sir. Can you guys hear the music? Or is it too low? Can you hear the music or is it too low? Yeah, you need $9,000 on the 150K. What are you trading, by the way? What platform? TopSup? TopSup, Perez? Apex. Okay, cool. Yeah, you need 9,000. Nice, Perez. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Did you add into that trade like I did there? Did you add? Did you add one more on the order block? Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Of course I went directly to TP, man. You know how this works. You know how this works. This model is way, way too good. Directly to TP is what we want to see for sure. What about NES? What do you mean? Oh, Ness? Yeah, he's taking a break. Ness is taking a break. He's not, he hit me up until a couple weeks ago saying he just needed a break. And I said, okay, no worries. Some people have different abilities of mental. You know, he's a great trader, but maybe he doesn't have the mental to focus on helping a community right now. By the way, guys, we got to talk about Mr. Matt's funded payouts here. We need to talk about funded TraderMade Matt's most recent payouts, guys. $3,000 at Funded Next just now. Payout just hit his bank account. Or hits the bank account tomorrow, but has been approved. I was looking at it in the Discord here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go. And we can't forget 2Gen. If 2Gen's in here, congratulations to you, bro. I'm so proud of you. Also with a nice payout. Very, very proud. Very, very proud. What up, 2Gen? No worries, dude. I appreciate you, man. Me and you have built a really good relationship recently. I really enjoy our friendship. I have a good friendship with all you guys, actually. I get along well with Perez. Perez is like a brother to me from Portugal. I get along well with Snagga, who's amazing, just an amazing dude. Love Snagga. Ryan, you in here, Ryan? Where's Ryan at? Ryan's been slacking. But yeah, guys, this trade right here, beautiful one-to-one trade. I mean, we didn't get the change day delivery here. I went in, I took a long here based on the fact that we had taken London, and that these wicks were holding this order block here. That was kind of what I traded there. This short here would have worked out too, but it wasn't really the model, so didn't take it. Guys, how's the quality of the stream? Are we looking sharp? Are we looking good? Snaggy says hearts to all. That's what I'm talking about, Snags. All about love. Love for the community and the fam here. All right. We sit and wait, we hang out. Well, once the new strat starts to print, oh yeah, dude. Once the new strat starts to print, I mean, guys, it's already printing. It's already printing. We've had 2 losses in 2 months. 2 losses in 2 months on that strat. 2 red days. I finally feel like the stream is in a perfect place, guys. I think the lighting is perfect now. I think the charts look amazing now. I mean, I think we're in a really good place here, guys. All right, pushing for this low here. So previous day low is here, guys. This is obviously our target. Probably take a trade to it, to be honest, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait for the model to play, guys. Model to play. Wow, we missed previous day low by a freaking pinch, guys. All right, Perez, you're asking me about Tradeify, so let's see if I can show you here on the live stream. So what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to click on this, get funded 150K, right? You click on it. It's going to want me to log in. Okay, I don't want to log in. But when you're logged in, okay, and you click on the account you want to buy, top right hand, once you click on it, the top right hand side will basically tell you to add a discount code, and code boost gives you 40% right now. So that's what I would recommend. Damn, this is going to be really annoying if this closes up here. This looks really good, but It's a lot of risk, guys. It's a lot of risk. And we didn't even take previous day low, which makes it so hard to trade this. Why would they do this to us? Why would they do it to us like this, guys? Oh, such a strong closure on this fucking candle. Wow. The markets are here to play with us today, guys. Damn. Crazy that they fucking leave previous day low like that. What do we got? Double bottom here? Look at this. Previous day low, double bottom, dude. Wow. I freaking like it for the upside, though. Oh my god, this thing is gone, dude. It's a goner. It's a goner. Gotta wait to see how this closes here. We don't have a change of state yet. I mean, we kind of do. It's not really there. Okay, there it is. We have it now. So again, I'm not going to take this on a funded account. I'm going to take this on a eval account just because it's too much risk on the funded. Like, I'd have to put it down here. And we're just going to go, huh? Yeah, fuck. I liked it, but I liked it if it pulled back to 769s. I don't want to chase it. Man, look at fucking ES, bro. It's about to come up and take these highs here. 710s. Can't believe we left that low, though. That is suicidal. By the way, guy, 1 minute here till news. We have news at 10 a.m. $10 a.m. news. 10 a.m. news. So let's see what happens here at the news. The hell just happened to my screen? Yeah, this thing is gone, boys. Easy day to pass fucking evals, huh? The way price is moving. Wow. All right. 15-minute candle just opened here. We have our job. We have our news here at 10. Let's see. Why is my shit lagging so bad right now, guys? Can't even pull up the schedule here. Okay. So we came in, forecast was 7.2. We came in at 7.227. A little under prior, but that's pretty good news. Great. Really would have loved a retest of this change in state, but we do have a target up here. We have this 15-minute target up here. Guys, make sure you stop what you're doing right now and you go ahead and you hit that thumbs up, guys, because you know that's what helps this channel grow here. Might have to try this on this. Oh, man, it's going to touch the gap already. We missed it, buzz. We missed it, fam. We missed it. So I was looking to get into a long here, targeting this 15-minute gap. It's pretty much my strategy. But we never tapped into that change to delivery. We never even came back, tapped into this 1-minute gap here. So there was really no way for me to get into the trade, which is frustrating in its right. But what can you do? Maybe get into like a small trade here at VWAP. Could be good, but could also reject here. Okay, we closed pretty bullish. See if we can get a push into this gap now. There we go, guys. Beautiful. What a beautiful scalpity-roo. We did a little scalpity-roo there on this account. Okay. That was nice. A nice little scalperoo. Little VWAP closure, bullish VWAP closure here into that 15-minute gap. I like that. I like that a lot. Tiny little risk here for that quick push. But yeah, essentially the A+ setup is, or would have been, based on the model that I'm trading, it would have been a change day delivery, which happens here, but then some sort of retest of it to continue to this gap. This would have been the A+ setup. Don't love the risk here and the fact that we left previous day low, but I kind of feel like the market's been doing shit like that all the time. So I'm not afraid to play the longs here. Now, I think if we do get above the 15-minute gap, I think we could start to probably take a trade here with a stop below VWAP maybe. You know, something like this. Because now you're just targeting liquidity above. Kind of something like this. Depends on how this starts to close here. Also, it depends on what ES is doing. How is ES looking? Are we strong? Ooh, ES is looking really strong. Okay, cool, great, beautiful. Love to see it. Back to NQ here. So we want to see the VWAP hold if it does hold. Okay, guys, we're gonna have a little poll here. Where would you guys want to see me change my where do you guys want to see me change my camera to? Top left or bottom left corner? What would you rather see? Top left or bottom left corner? This is a very strong push here, guys. Wow. So maybe here's the retest of that change in state. Let's see what ES is doing. Is it also following along here? Got rejected off midnight open. Top left, top left. We should try top left. Okay, let's try top left here, guys. Let me see if I... Oh, wait. I don't think I can do that. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Actually, I can't. Hold on. For now, I could do this. For now, we could just do it like this. Let me know if that works better for you guys. For now. Damn, this is looking weak, guys. What a push here. What a freaking push here. That is a lot of selling pressure, honestly. A lot. Really no way to get into this trade either for the downside. What's up, Ryan? Is that Ryan? I haven't seen him talk. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, bro? Let's get this money, guys. Damn, part of me really wants to take these longs here. But the other part of me can't do it because this previous day low hasn't been taken. And, you know, the markets may just leave it like that. But part of me does like the idea of this being an aggressive pullback. We do have London and Asia highs there. And it is, we are holding this order block here. Here's your order block to put in that low. So it looks good. You probably get a 1-to-1 out of it. It's not the model because we have no gaps, but the gaps have been filled. This candle filled the gap. But it's not a terrible trade for a 1-to-1 maybe. But I'm not going to touch it, guys. I will not be trading it. I will be waiting patiently for our setups. What the... Brother, can I get my order block on there? Oh, okay. It's because it's lagging. Like, what the? Okay. Candles are moving today, guys. We're getting some nice movement here. That's a 40-point drop in 3 minutes. Pretty good movement here. Ooh, 10 a.m. reversal. Didn't even think about that. 10 a.m. opens, manipulates into a 15-minute gap. Yeah, this might be very bearish. We might just continue lower here. But yeah, this would have been a nice trade here. Through VWAP too, that's very strong selling pressure. Very strong selling pressure here from the sellers, from the bears. This is not a long change day delivery setup. I'm all right. It is a long change day delivery setup. It is, Ryan, but we're not taking it because the 1-to-1 already happened, right? And our gap already got filled. So basically, if you were to put your 1-to-1 here, right? You can see the 1-to-1 already happened basically. Okay. And also the gap already was filled. That 50-minute gap has already been filled. So we have nothing to target. So we cannot take this long. If anything, we're looking for potentially shorts because we have previous day low and we see a lot of weakness here. Right now we have another CISD essentially, or another order block here to the downside. So as long as price holds below this, we could see that low get taken again, to be completely honest. They need to really close it back above these candles. They need to close it above this up candle here. All right, buyers are stepping in. Looks like they are about to push it and close it above. See what they do here. Very important. Very important 1 minute candle here. It would be hard to short this because this right here can hold, and this could be your turtle soup. But I don't know. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals, right? We filled the 15-minute gap, pulled all the way back down, right through VWAP like it didn't even matter. And now look at those bodies of those candles right here. They're still not able to close above previous up candle. This is still an order block holding, basically. So looks to me like we want to see some lower prices here. I'm trying to figure out how I can get into it for that low there, but obviously without risking too much. And they make it a little hard. This is not the model, guys, so I'm probably not going to take it. I'm just drawing out a trade in case somebody is thinking about shorting here. I'm just saying what we're looking for, right? Order block, order block. These are two propulsion blocks now to the downside here. We are in this 1 minute gap. Price is still kind of holding it, but not a lot of buyers stepping in like you'd expect here. Pretty strong closure on that candle. I'm going to try this on this on these evals here. See if I get in. Just giving it a 1-to-1 basically here. Looking for this previous day low to get taken. See what happens. Just looking for this order block here to hold. Continue holding. Very little risk here on this trade. Just want to be clear, this is not the model. This is a continuation into these equal lows here using this previous order block here. Once price is above these two candles, you don't want to be in this trade anymore. That's just common sense on as far as a trader sees. So just looking to see if we can get a push here. If we don't get the push here, then it is what it is. This 4 hours has been fully mitigated, so it doesn't matter anymore. And if we get the push here, then buyers stepped in right where they needed to, which is in this gap here. That's where they stepped in, right at that 1 minute gap, which is fine. I just saw this huge selling pressure here, and I figured we're going to go take out these equal lows, this previous day low. We could still do it. As long as we don't get a closure above this order block here, it could still look good. Let's see what happens here. Don't love that closure. That creates a change of state to the upside here, essentially. Could still see lower, but may take me out before. And that's why I did this on an eval only, not on my funded accounts, because it's not part of the strategy and is not a plus. Let's see if it comes back down here. But this is like, now we have a order block to the downside, and now we have an order block to the upside. So this is where price is just going to be battling here. And if buyers can't hold this here and this comes back down, then we're going to see that low for sure. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we're going to get taken out here, I think. Let's see. If we don't get taken out here, it's because my stop is at the best possible spot ever. I probably should have taken that trade off right here at that closure. And we're still closing pretty bullish here above this this change in state here. So might get the push here to take me out. We'll see. Yep, there it is. Okay. Took a loss there on that eval. Not great, but not terrible. Oh, I didn't take the CISD here because we missed it. They never tapped us in. So we never got into the trade, Ryan. And then it went for a 1-to-1 and it filled the gap, so there was nothing to really trade off of it. But yeah, that was the situation there. Damn, I got totally fucking I got totally faked out here. This was a really strong order block closure with another order block. That was propulsion blocks literally set up for that low. They just got me good. I will give that credit to them for sure. Whoever the market makers are just did me dirty. Dirty. That's why on the funded accounts, we only trade 2 gaps, guys, because what do we see here? This trade to that gap, 100%. Look at the strength in that. That's where orders are. That's where price wants to go. There's a lot of stop losses down here right now, right? A lot of people bought this low here. A lot of stop losses here. So I'm assuming if we can get a leg lower here, we would see these lows get taken, but might have been wrong. Can't always be right. This order block basically continued to hold with this. So basically, this just continued to be a turtle soup. What can you do? Where's ES at? Is it pushing into its highs? Yes, it is. Okay. I like the idea of buying VWAP now on this eval. Seeing if we can continue higher here into these, to that area there. We need to see a closure though. Again, eval, not funded accounts, guys. Trading an eval here. As soon as I take a funded account trade, I will let you guys know. All right, they closed it right at VWAP. Let's see if we can get in here. If they send it back down, dude, that would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. Come on. This should just fucking shoot now. It is here where we rejected before, so we could see a pullback here. I want to see some strength here at VWAP. I mean, we need buyers to step in. I mean, we have targets above. We also have targets below. So we're kind of just trading in the middle of the range here, which kind of sucks. Give it a little bit of room here. See if this gap holds us. Come on, 1 minute gap. Push us above VWAP here. Can you stop moving this? Push us above VWAP, baby. Take us to the highs. Let's get a VWAP push to the highs. Don't love the way we just closed, to be honest. The body's all closing below VWAP essentially. Don't love that. Not what I was looking for in my cards here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Fuck me, man. Come on, bruh. Give this eval a push here. Give us some money on this eval. They inverse this, then they're going to try to come back down. I mean, this is just shit price action. No follow through yet so far. Yeah, we're out of that trade. Yeah, no follow through. That's crazy. Right to VWAP again to reject. That is insane, dude. We have now had 1, 2, 3 rejections here, which is pretty insane. You would think that buyers would finally step in here if they were able to push price up here. All right, well, the eval is now down a decent amount, so we have to focus up here. Oh, that's cool. So far, guys, on our strategy that we trade, we have nothing going on right now. So I'm just trading this eval, so I can get a couple little stings at it. But there's nothing going on as far as our strategy. Our gap already was filled right here, and you could see these 15-minute candles are literally just printing back and forth with 0 gaps or anything like that. So we have to wait it out for our strategy. Okay. I'm just trying to get a little some small base hits on this eval here that I'm trading, until something nice opens up on the for the funded accounts. But as soon as we get a nice movement, nice displacement somewhere, I will be probably trading multiple contracts on the funded accounts. I do like this. If we get above VWAP here, I will probably try this one more time, because now we're going to have a potential change day of delivery here at VWAP, which is pretty bullish. And I will like that, but we will see. I'm still bullish, man. We have those targets up here. We just need to see some fucking movement. We've taken highs, we've taken lows. I mean, we've basically just been really back and forth. ES is still just trying to get back up there. It's trying with its little heart. ES is trying with its... Oh, here's that closure I was looking for. Okay, okay, okay. How do we close here? How do we close here? 3 seconds here. We're going to close with a CISD. This could be good. We did. All right, guys. We're trying this one more time. I know I lost last time, but this is now looking way better. Stop really should be the low. But we do have a change in state here. Bro, you have to be kidding me. But this order block here now can hold too. We have an OB. Don't tell me you're going to just fucking melt. Come on. Come on. Hold that low. All right, we're going to do a massive hold here. This is insane. If we don't close here, bro, I'm done trading this eval because this is insane. How do we have a change day delivery on top of VWAP here and we can't get a push higher? You got to be cutting your boy. You got to be joking with your boy here. Bro, this is insane. Insanity if they close it. Push this thing fucking up to the moon, baby. This should be that candle that just takes this all now. Come on. Push us up to the moon. I don't like that we don't have a lower wick, though. A little scary. Little scary. Yeah, really shitty conditions. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit. We're getting... This is insane. I understand a triple top. That's like an actual retail theory. But 4... That can't break through there with a change of state delivery right here on fucking Jesus. This is why we don't trade funded accounts and take these trades, because we know a system that works in a 75% win rate. This shit is crazy. This is just basic ICT concepts that are just failing over and over again. Jesus. ICT, you are a failure, my friend. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to see that fail. Change in state of delivery. Pushed pretty fucking nicely. Closed back above VWAP here. This is insane. We now have a turtle soup here and a turtle soup here. This is basically gridlocked until price decides to do something different. But that is insanity, guys. I have not seen price do that in a long time. All right, we just have to wait, man. Nothing's happening. We can't trade this, really. Nothing is really happening. So we have to wait it out, see what happens here. But we're just basically in a gridlock here. We basically are creating one of these sandwich things. So we can't do shit. We got to wait it out. Can't take any trades until price decides to do something. So that sucks. That eval is down about 2K right now. I was up 2K, and now I'm back to break even on that account. It's kind of shitty. Very wild, though. Very wild. Can you, like, I see this shit like the Matrix. Like, it's insane to me. We just pushed up, pulled back to this gap here, which held, right? That's where buyers should step in. I get it, 100%. Pulled back up to VWAP, pulled back, held this CISD essentially, or change in state, pushed up, created a change in state. That should have been gone. That should have been fucking gone. Whatever they're doing here is actually mental. Mental. That's all I can say, boys. Whatever they're doing here is mental. Now you have a change in state delivery to the downside, but you can't even short this thing, bro. You got equal highs here. You got fucking all this shit up here. That's liquidity. Kind of just have to set in your hands. And now if we do get a closure here, I don't even think I'll buy this again because we just keep rejecting that area. This order block is holding though to the downside. That is one thing that we are seeing here. So change of state plus order block here. But this is ugly. This is very ugly. And now we're creating a trend line kind of this way. This is pretty ugly, guys. Not really tradable in my opinion. This is the only shitty part about our strategy is like we've had one trade today. And we didn't even get tagged into that trade. Here's the trade. No tag in, no change state delivery tag. Run right to our target. Now we just have to be patient and wait. But this this evaluation I'm trading on in this shitty price action is really testing my patience here. Like we have a draw here of equal, basically little equal highs here. And this one too, that's relative equal highs essentially. It's going to be really annoying when it finally goes and it's without me. If somebody's shorting it off of VWAP, you know what? Good for them, but they don't understand price. You can't short here when literally this is all liquidity. And we're holding. Buyers are holding this shit. You really can't short this thing. We get back above here now and hold. That's another change state delivery, but we did that just before and failed. So I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the market's shenanigans. Damn, that closure does look good. I just can't be that guy, bruh. What do you guys think? Try it again? Do we get killed? We get slapped again here? I can't do it, boys. It's gonna run now, but I just can't do. I can't be part of it. I can't do it. I can't be part of it. Of course, it fucking runs now, bastards. Bastards. Exactly what I wanted, dude. Exactly what I wanted. Took so many tries. It's frustrating to see that. I'm gonna laugh if they fucking shove this thing right back down. We really need some displacement here on these candles. We're not getting shite. I think we're pretty much back at open. Why does the market not know what it wants to do? Anybody know the answers to that? This is definitely not what you want to be seeing on a breakout. You don't want to be seeing fucking price just doing this. What the fuck is this, dude? They need to buy it right here. They have to buy it right here to hold this up. This might be one of the worst trading sessions I've seen in a while, as far as price just doing nothing. It was the worst, two of the worst VWAP breakouts I've ever seen in my life. That's the only shitty part is, like, based on our new strategy that we're trading, that we have mad good back testing information on, you really can't do anything until you get your gaps, you know what I mean? Because then we can start to trade. But some days just like this, you know, chop back and forth, you don't really have anything to really trade here. I'm realizing now why we keep fucking rejecting this area. This is a 15-minute breaker to the downside. I didn't actually look at that, which makes a lot more sense why we're rejecting here. That's your breaker right there. Plus we had that 15-minute gap, which is your 15-minute unicorn. So that makes so much more sense, guys. I was trying to figure out what the fuck am I missing here. And there it is. Bearish breaker holding price down. That makes a lot more sense now. Bearish breaker, 15-minute breaker, just sitting there, slapping price down over and over again. Jesus. That 15-minute low, do we want it? Do we want that 15-minute low? So much liquidity, so much trendline liquidity building here. Bro, watching this is like watching paint dry currently. Jeez, this is horrible. All right. Bathroom break, guys. Be right back. This price is horrible. I don't want to trade such shit right. Great, that 15-minute low I just talked about got taken. That's what I figured was going to happen. Honestly, this should just fucking send it all the way down to previous day low. Wow, ES is about to take London low as well. Okay. Should have shorted that, huh? CISD to the downside. Equal lows to the bottom. Already took a 15-minute low, though. We can't really... Let me see what that looks like if I try to participate. Get a push up to change the state, maybe? New 15-minute candle opening in 5 minutes. I don't mind this, $200 risk. But we need to push up now. We can't take another 15-minute low or this plan is out the door. Small risk here, $200, guys. See if we get a continuation to the downside here. Doesn't have to happen, but the ES take a previous day. If ES took a previous day low, then we don't want to do this. Okay, it did. All right, we're getting this off. Previous day low was taken on ES. We do not want to take this trade. I'm glad I looked at that. So now we have SMT at previous day low here. Oh, I guess we had already taken previous day low. This closes here, bro. This is a good buy, honestly. It's a good buy, guys. I'm gonna get in. This is a very strong closure. This is what you want to see for a push higher, especially now if we can get back above this area. I mean, we're going for Asia London highs at this point if it holds here. Obviously, don't know if it will, but if it holds here, we could see a nice push to the upside here. That is a very nice push off of that is a 1, 2, 3. That's a 2-bar closure. Very bullish closure here. I'm all about that long here. If we can get that push here. Pulled back right to the gap as well. By the way, still on evals. Not trading any funded accounts. No model. None of our models have appeared yet. But I do like this long here. I think it has a lot of room for the upside if we can get the... If buyers can step in where they need to, we can see a really nice push up. Let's see if ES has what it takes after taking that low to give us some wings here. We need some wings. We took this low here as well, 50-minute low. New 50-minute candle is going to print in 2 minutes, which probably is going to see a nice push to the upside here. That's the idea. That's the idea that I'm seeing currently. See how ES gets a fucking bid here. We're chilling. See if ES has what it takes to get back up. Just new 15-minute candle prints above VWAP here, or it's going to probably continue higher here. Yeah, this looks good. Looks very good, guys. See if they have what it takes to keep pushing it here. Nice strong push here. Is that a new 15-minute candle that just opened? Yep. This 15-minute candle needs to deliver us higher here. This thing needs to just take off. It needs to continue. It just needs to spool higher. I want to see a spool. A spool to the upside here. Could see some pressure up here actually. Let's see if we can take this high here. Very important 15-minute high there. We have a small lower wicks. Now you can move your stop here to that low, as that low should be protected. Really want to see this high get taken. These are 800s, guys. We're above 800s. We have to hold 800s. If we come back down here and can't get above 800s, we've failed multiple times to get above 800, then this thing is going to probably come back and go lower. We need to see this 15-minute candle deliver us to the upside nice and strong. Nice move. Take this high. Don't want her to come back and retest this gap. I want it to just push. Should have went in heavier size here. This is a nice push. Another 1 minute gap. Another gap. 2 gaps there. Really watching to see what price does in this area. I'm going to go break even here because I don't want price to push below this gap here. I want this gap to hold for price to push higher. I'm looking for these equal highs to get taken here. Nice. Come on, higher. Don't take it a little bit and come back in the range. We don't want to see that. Unfortunate. What is ES doing here? If ES can get above this, that's a 15-minute CISD to the upside. Very strong. There's that break we were looking for. Beautiful break here, guys. Yes, this is what we're talking about. I haven't seen price spooled in a while. It's spooling. That's what we want to see, that spool. Woo! Gorgeous spooling. Come on, let's get those highs. Let's fucking get these highs, guys. ES is... Oh, my God. There we go, guys. Come on, spool this thing to the upside here. I'm going to take 800 off the table here, guys. That's a nice push. Don't want to... I mean, I think we take out London and Asia high here now. But I'm happy with $800 there. That puts me back into a better place here. That was a beautiful trade. I'm happy that it happened. Yeah, this is a really nice trade. I mean, everything I was looking for was happening. So that's always nice to see. This is a break of an area that we have not broken through many times. Look at this, guys. So finally got that break. We should continue higher. There should be no reason for us to return to the range here. Only reason I sold my position is because ES has only taken one 15-minute high, and we've taken all 15-minute highs here. So I just don't want to see a return back down, some sort of weird SMT happening here or something. So decided to play it a little bit on the safe side. But we should see this push into here. I mean, this is a pretty good situation. I mean, we could even probably try to get back in. I wanted to see ES. ES needs to hold, though. ES has to hold here. Has to continue pushing higher. Without ES pushing higher, this thing returns to the range. This is exactly what I did not want to see. So right there to there. Gonna try this, guys. Seeing if this little OB or breaker holds us to the upside here. I think it will. Nice push so far. Could easily go break even here just because it's a very risky trade. But I think we get pushed into these highs here. That was a quick entry. I don't know if anybody got into it with me, but a little bit of a quick entry there. Gonna go break even here. You don't need to return back down there now. The only reason we return down there most likely is weakness, and I don't want to see that. I want to see this candle get bid up as a pullback and a continuation, a really nice push to the upside here. How's it? Why don't I have one screen here? There we go. Looks really good for the upside, man. It looks really good for the upside here. Really, they need to just push this thing. ES is just really fucking with us here. I need ES to wake up. Wake up, sir. Wake up. Wake up, sir. Spool price to the upside here. 8 minutes till a new hour. This would be a beautiful trade if we get this, man. If this pushes up to those highs there, it will be gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes, you are just spoiling our fun here. I'm sad for you, Snag. I wish you would have been in that trade. That was a beautiful trade. I wish I would have sized in 2 or 3 contracts. It was a really nice trade. I knew exactly what I was looking for and we got it. So that's a great feeling. ES is really starting to worry me, man. ES is not doing what I want to see it do. And it worries me a little bit because look at it's continuing to push lower here. We're going to take our 160 bucks here, guys. I'm not going to risk it. ES is really fucking failing to stay above this 15-minute gap here. I mean, this 50-minute high here. I have no doubt that if ES continues to push down, also ES doesn't have a lower wick on this 50-minute candle. So if this thing flips to the downside here, NQ will most likely follow back into the range. I'd rather just take a couple $100 of profit there. I like that entry though here. But again, nothing on our, as far as our strategy that we've been trading and I've been showing you guys, nothing has popped up here. This will be the first potential for something. And we have to wait for that next 15-minute candle, which most likely will deliver us higher, right? But ES has to wake up, guys. ES is not doing us any justice. Look at how price is just stalling here. Don't want to see that when you are in a beautiful push, especially out of a breakout like this. I mean, this is a massive breakout. You would expect buyers to really fill into this and continue that push, right? Don't want to see this. And also, this ends up making me think, is this an accumulation for a manipulation and a distribution back down? You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens here at that next hourly candle at 11 o'clock. And yeah, I agree, Michael. We've talked about that a ton, man. We've seen this exact price action a bunch lately. I agree with you. This is exactly what we've been seeing September. It's 15-minute candles that don't move. They just go back and forth, back and forth. This is going to be nice. This little displacement here will be nice because what will happen here is potentially we get a, let's say we get a 15-minute gap here. New 15-minute candle opens, takes out this high and Asia-London high, and potentially we start to see some sort of change state delivery, and we could take it back into this gap here, right? And then maybe even it continues back down to take out some of the previous day lows. I don't think so. I think we're pretty bullish now. It looks like it's going to go. I guess I just needed a little more patience, but I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this accumulation phase while ES is looking like it's going to just take a dump. Yeah, ES is finally above those 15-minute highs that I wanted to see it hold. So that's pretty impressive. NQ going for our targets right now. So I guess we missed out on like, what, $200-300 here by not being patient. Let's see what we missed out on by not being patient. I was in here, basically. Stop loss there, and I was looking for that. Oh, we missed a lot. We missed out on a lot. I got like $150 out of that. I took it off around here, and this thing pushed to that. Yeah, that sucks. That's a shitty feeling. So, does NQ just leave those highs there intact? Just fuck it. We don't need those. They don't matter. Come on, markets, give us something. Something to talk about. Pulled back right to this range here and held. What time does that new candle open? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. New 15-minute candle, new hourly candle. 15-minute candles look at something like this just now. Two minutes away from this new 15-minute candle here. I cannot believe it left those highs like that and then left. They obviously go get it as soon as this new candle opens. 1 minute here till that new open. How you guys doing today? You guys making money? Tell your boy if you're making money. Perez, if you're here, you up? What's going on with your evals? New candle, guys. 12 seconds here. 12 seconds out from a new candle. There it is. 15-minute change day delivery with a new 15-minute candle. This thing should deliver now to these London and Asia highs. There it goes, guys. Delivered right to target. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. $15-minute gap right here that potentially holds us down after we push. See what ES is doing here. ES is very far away from its London and Asia highs. So we have SMT there as well. Very nice. Perez up 3,000 and across two different accounts. So that's $6,000 here. Beautiful, Perez. Love to see that. Thank you for sharing it. I appreciate it. Of course you size up. You're in a... Oh, Michael's up 400 pre-market action. Beautiful. Pre-market's probably way better than the open here. But yeah. I think we could participate and try to see if this thing spools right into that, right into this TP here. I think it does, honestly. Very small risk, like $100 risk here, if I take it. See if we get a push into this this gap here. Let's see if this gap holds us. Remember, guys, we want to target gaps. So we have a gap up here that we could target to, essentially, right? We have a change of state delivery right here. And it looks like we just came back and tested that kind of. So we have to see if this holds. The stop should be here, which is kind of skewing my wanting to take this a bit. I'm going to wait and see how price reacts here. Don't want London and Asia high to get taken and then have an inversion fair value gap that gets created, because this 15-minute candle already took the previous 15-minute high and could easily come back down a bit into this range. There's orders here. There's a lot of buy orders here. So we have to be careful. This is one of those trades where it's a little tricky, and I think we've all talked. I remember I was talking about this earlier too, Jen. I don't know if you remember this, but I was talking about this like last week, where you have a gap that price could pull towards where there's orders, and then you have that gap below where we have orders at, right? We've seen this a few times, and it's a little tricky when you see this kind of play out. So if we get this closure here, it's not the most greatest closure I've seen, but, you know, can a one-to-one come out of it, I guess is the question that you have to ask yourself. And again, if midnight open is not there, I probably think this has potential, but midnight open is there, still holding that gap. And I think first we go fill this before we fill that lower one. That's just my opinion. Nobody shoot the messenger. Got a CISD here, guys. Could try to take this long into that gap here. Stop loss there. TP here. Gonna try it. I don't mind this. This actually, for the idea that I have playing out of my head, I want to see us push into that gap before I short it into the gap below. And there's good risk reward here, so we'll try it. The risk to reward is looking like a, you know, even to be safe, right here. 1.37, not bad. Not bad. We have this kind of order block here and a change in state there. So I want to see that deliver us higher here, which I think it will. And we target that gap there above this liquidity. And what you get here is pretty simple. You basically get the potential that a lot of buyers are stepping into this market, right? And that we squeeze them out when we tag into this gap that they may not know there's a bunch of sellers waiting for price. That's the idea behind it. If I get tagged out, I get tagged out, but that's the idea behind this trade. We'd also held midnight open. See if that second add there can get me a nice push to the upside. I added right here at the low. So pretty good add here. If this holds, it's a really good add. Gives us a better risk reward here. Looking something like this now. That opening, don't love. We're opening below here, creating a change of state to the downside. A very bearish opening. Let's see how this candle pushes here. Yeah, tagged out. Okay. Yeah, price has been really weird today, man. It has been really weird. What a nice push. We held midnight open twice, which is pretty bullish. Change in state here, change in state there. Multiple changes in states hanging out. Multiple order blocks being formed. Very weird that we got this pullback here. But it's been doing that today. Today's been a day of many pullbacks that make kind of no sense to me, but I don't see a reason to take this low. There's no 15-minute low there or anything like that, so I don't see a reason for it. And now we have this to the downside. 15-minute gap is still here. It's going to be formed in 6 minutes. Damn, if it just took me out by fucking... Where's my stop? My stop was 42. If it went to 38, 4 points, and then now does what I wanted it to do, I'll be very sad. Price is so seek and destroy you, dude. It's crazy. Takes out this high. Takes out this high. Comes down. Takes out this low. Comes back up. Probably takes out this high. Very seek and destroy you when we start to accumulate in these areas. Five minutes for new 15-minute candle. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, does that 15-minute candle want to deliver into this gap first, or does it want to take out these highs and tap into this gap first? When we answer that question, guys, that is $1 million question. I think we pull down to this, pull some orders in, and then we start to continue higher, because it is bullish as hell. This closure is very bullish on the 15-minute chart, but there are a lot of orders down here that price may want to go get. I just wanted to see it happen closer to that 15-minute candle opening. Not a good risk reward here, to be honest. Hold on till that new candle opens. 3 minutes. And it might just take the high before that opening. But we do have this gap below here now. So to wait for that 15-minute candle. I don't think it takes its high, though. It would be crazy if it goes for the high. It's way closer to taking that gap, in my opinion. We're going to get into preemptively think that this new opening, this new candle opens and takes this, comes and taps into this 15-minute gap. I mean, sorry, yeah, 15-minute gap before going into the highs here. That is what I'm going to try to trade here. See if it happens. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the open. 2 minutos. So CISD here. So essentially your 1-to-1 looks like this, which is definitely plausible. So far, it's looking pretty good. Tap into that 15-minute gap. It will be fucking beautiful on the open. So open, sweeps the previous 15-minute low, tapping into that 15-minute gap, and then continues higher. That is the idea here for this trade. We have 1 minute. 1 minute. The closer this is to the bottom here, the more our trade works out with this new candle open. Closer we are, the more this trade works out with that new open. Up 420 here. Beautiful. Come on. Keep delivering. Right to that gap. Right to that fucking gap. At this point, I'll go break even. I don't need us to push back up here. I want to see an open and a straight push right into this gap here. Let's see if we get it. Nice. Beautiful trade. Beautiful fucking trade, guys. Using our strategy. That is our strategy there. That was a very nice trade. One of the first A+ trades I've seen today so far kind of popped up. This new candle is going to open here. We're going to have a 15-minute gap. It's going to tap the gap. It's going to tap into this gap, taking this 15-minute low, and then potentially pushing for a continuation if it wants to go higher. That is how I see this play out. So the 50-minute low is going to be here. That's the low right there. So we want a sweep of that and then a bullish signature back up. So we just swept that into that 15-minute. Buyers are in this area here. There's a lot of buy orders sitting here. So now, guys, if we get a change state delivery here, if we get back above this, we could do a 1-to-1 into that other gap above, basically. You could do something like this here. Right there, 1-to-1. That would be a beautiful trade setup if we get back above here, because now we've tapped into a 15-minute fair value gap. We've taken previous 15-minute low, and we'd have a change in state delivery, which shows that buyers are willing to continue price higher. So only if we get back above here now would I be interested in this potential trade. I'd like one more really nice trade. If we blast through the 15-minute, though, it becomes very weak. I like this a lot, guys. If this can catch a leg higher, we've now taken even internal lows here on the 1-minute chart. 4 seconds here. However this closes, very important. Yeah, this looks really good for the upside if we can get some legs here. Like, damn, this could pay really well if we catch some legs. But we would need some sort of change in state, which would be a closure above this candle here. 300 for 900 is not a bad deal. Just depends on how we get this closure. Anyone get that short with me that I took? Anyone grab that short? That was a nice short. This is why you wait for the closures, because you don't have confirmation, right? So this, if this continues lower, it's weak. But if it gets bought up right here and gets that nice strong closure, then we can see higher prices. But we have to wait for a closure above this area here. Anyone take the short with me? Anyone make money on that short? That, my friends, is the question. They're taking all of these orders right now. So, two things have to happen here. Either there's 15 minutes worth of buying that just gets filled by buy orders that get filled right now by sellers, and sellers get squeezed here and we push this thing back up, or they win and now we see this thing just inverse this and push lower here. But regardless, it looks pretty weak now. Never got that closure. The hourly took all those highs. Hourly has a nice change in state plus an order block here. This is pretty weak, guys, for the hourly. If we break these 800s, we're probably going to see 780s, and then if that doesn't hold, I think we continue lower. But I'm still bullish. I have to see how the 15-minute candle closes. But again, 2 trades so far with our strategy, and they both are 100% winners, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. It's looking weak, guys. Very weak right now. ES as well. So we have SMT at the highs and SMT at the lows now. ES is looking super weak too. Jeez. $50-minute order block is holding. But if we close below that line, man, this thing could be weak. We have 4 minutes here on the new 15-minute candle. And I think if we can close below this gap here on the new 15-minute candle, we will be pretty weak here. Definitely a good bang opportunity right in this area, though. Stop at this low here at 776. Entry at 787. 10 points of risk. You would have already done a 1-to-1. More than a 1-to-1. Below these 800s again. Can we stay below 800s or do we get bought up is the question. I'd love one really good trade. One really like $1,000 trade would make me very happy today. We have 2 minutes here on the next 15-minute candle, guys. 2 minutes. I'm still bullish until we see this closure. Like, this looks like a good area to buy price, but with 2 minutes left, closing below a 15-minute gap like that, buyers' orders getting completely just demolished. All these buyers here just getting destroyed. It's not looking pretty for these people, for these buyers here. Check up on ES here. It's crazy, man. I think ES opened today. Where do we open at? We opened at 706 and we're at 701. We are five points away from its open, which is, it's a brutal trading day. For a news event day, very brutal trading. So far, looks like the pre-market is probably where the trades were. All right, guys, we have a 30 seconds out of a new 15-minute candle. See what that's going to look like here when it prints. It's going to look pretty bearish, in my opinion. But we are holding this 15-minute OB. See how this new candle opens here. I would much rather open up here than open down here, because that candle needs to have an open, has to have a wick, right? So if it opens here at the lows, most likely we get bought up and a push back into here at these, into this 15-minute gap here, where there's probably a bunch of sell orders sitting. That would be my bet. Nine seconds here, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New candle. How come I'm not seeing it on the NQ? What? Oh, dude, I'm bugging, guys. I am bugging. 4 minutes out. I am bugging. I'm sorry, guys. 4 minutes out for that new 15-minute candle. I'm bugging out. Oh, man, I'm bugging. That's hilarious. But looks very bearish if I had to question myself. I would like a pullback into 800 and like 10, 815, 820 around there. That'd be nice. Seems like we tried to get a pullback here. We could not do it. And we're back below VWAP here. Looks pretty bearish to me. But I still think we get some sort of retracement on this candle. A little bit of retracement. It's what I would expect at least. But we may not get it. Very weak. Jesus, there it goes. Is ES following along here, or what is ES doing? Is it just hanging out in its range? No, it's going for the lows again. Okay. So ES already took its actual, it took all the lows there. SMT here with ES again. Another SMT here at the lows. We're getting displacement here, which is going to give us a little bit more trades on our strategy, which is nice. SMT here at the low here. There's got to be some sort of retracement. Something. It's 11, let's see. A minute, 20 seconds. New 15-minute candle. Guys, by the way, thumbs up, help the channel grow. I'm new to YouTube. We're trying to get this channel growing here. We do daily streams every day. We do Asia streams sometimes. We do PM streams sometimes. We do, we're going to start doing some back testing streams as well. Probably once a month we'll do a back testing stream here with our strategy. Don't like the risk reward, but this looks like a potential good long because that new 15 minutes should pull us back up a bit to retrace some of this move. It opens in 10 seconds here. Don't love that opening there. See what the 15-minute candle does. Just opened here. We are not far from that previous low here. We have two equal 15-minute lows now at the bottom. We do have an SMT with ES as well. And we do have a 15-minute... we have 15 minutes at 8:09s. Like, I wonder if something like this works. I'm gonna try this. I want to see this candle retrace a bit. Nice little push here. Just want to see a little retracement. Very low size. It's a little one contract here. I want to see a retracement. See if we can get a little push up into this area here. Nice push here. Exactly what you would expect, right? New 15-minute candle opens, has to put a wick in, so it goes up to put that wick in if we continue lower. We'll be break even here, as I do not want this to come back towards me here, as that's a bit of a risky trade here. We did tap its kind of like its CISD here, or change in state. Yeah, we're out. Oh man, that sucks. I didn't expect it to come back so quickly. Really would have loved to see more of a push there, but we do have VWAP and we do have this area here of resistance, so that's why I went break even. Kind of sucks if it runs out here to my TP. Looks like it's going to, guys. It looks like it's going to. Ugh, frustrating. Wow. Exactly what I wanted it to do, man. I'm too fucking good, man. I understand the markets like a motherfucking gangster. Who else sees the markets like these? Who else? Yep, 1-to-1 delivered. Push straight into this gap. Like I said, orders sitting here, sellers that did not get filled. You can't make any of this shit up. Right to that gap there. But risk reward is skewed. I needed to just hold that trade. I just don't want to hold a trade that is not doing what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Kind of frustrating. Yo, it's semi-frustrating when you got a trade idea that is so damn good and it works out to the freaking tick, but it comes out and gets you. I literally think it came back, take me out, break even, and just went straight up about 20-something points. That's about $400 or $500 on the table here, guys. $400 to $500 on the table. Really like this trade idea, though. New 15-minute candle opens, has to go put in the wick if we want to continue lower, right? We also have an SMT with the S at the low, so it's just a inversion for value gap here that held really nicely. A lot of reason for this to have worked out. Just sadly, I didn't have the balls to stay in the trade. Because like, look at this delivery. That's exactly what I wanted. A nice, strong delivery, right? But I don't want it to, I didn't want to see this pullback here. Which makes it a lot less that it makes it just harder for me to hold it. If you ask me. This high got taken. These highs did not get taken. 15-minute high is above the gap. I don't know. I don't like it. Only trade I liked was the one that I took and got stopped out. I have to accept that stop. All right. That 15-minute just put its wick in, which is what I wanted to see originally. So I think if we get a closure here through this gap, yeah, this is looking good. Now we just flipped that 15-minute gap. I'm getting in this, guys. We flipped this 15-minute candle, exactly what I said. We're gonna open. I said we're gonna open. We're gonna put a wick in, and then we're gonna probably continue lower, right? That 15-minute just put its wick in. So I would expect now we come down and take out at least one of these equal 15-minute lows here, which would be targeting this here. Let's see, where am I targeting? Yeah, looking for this to get taken here. My buy one limit is. So this is a bit better than a 1-to-1 here. This pulls, and dude, are you serious? You serious? You can't just hold price? Crazy. All right, we're back in this, guys. I think it's just a pullback for the continuation. I really think we continue lower. We have two 15-minute lows here and really nice inversion here. I'll add to this if we get back below. If we get back below this, I'll probably add into this position. I think we go then at that point. Right? All the liquidity is taken from above, so we don't need liquidity above anymore. I think one of the things I just have to start thinking about is my idea is spot on, but I should probably wait for 50% retracements. You know, like Like I know 15-minute needs to put a wick in. It does that. And then instead of just taking it once we flip into being a bearish candle again, just wait for a retracement 50% of whatever the leg is, which is this move here. So 50% of this, which is what we tap, and then we are selling off. Come on, baby. Sell this thing to the freaking floor. I like that closure. I'm adding into this. Stop at this high now. See if I can get this to deliver. Let's see what ES is doing. ES trying to screw us over again? No, ES is also looking like it's coming lower. ES is the only thing I worry about, bro, when I'm taking these trades. Honestly, it's the only thing. It's the only thing that has been making me worry about trades today, because it's just doing things I don't want to see it do. I'm going to buy one here. We're going to buy one here, as that's 50% of that wick. Previous 50-minute wick here. Don't really want to go break even here, but I don't love how we're stalling. Can we please get a move? Come on, drop this thing a little lower here. The thing that has me a little bit scared about this trade is ES already took its lows of the day. And unless it continues lower for a push lower, you know, there's no reason for us to really go lower on ES. I feel like it's already done its deed. So that has me a little worried. That's why I'm taking off one here if we get it tagged here at this 50% of that 50-minute wick in case we do bounce. Rather be safe than sorry. Come on, tag your boy. There's no way you don't tag me. All right, took one off there. Gonna watch this here. If this bounces here, I don't really want to be in it. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this trade. Made like 300 bucks there. Nothing crazy. But again, we are bouncing at 50% of this wick. And, you know, if you look at price, guys, if you really start to look at price, my theory could be spot on and we could continue lower. But, you know, one thing that made me a little uneasy is obviously we have that S&T here. But ES, when you go look at ES, it already took its lows. It's already took its range lows, but never took its range highs. So if lows are already taken, right, there really isn't a reason for us to come down unless it's just a very weak bearish day. But nothing here tells us that we're bearish. It doesn't even really tell us that we're bullish. We're pretty much trading inside a range. So we have no real reason to come down here unless the market just wants to see price lower. But as far as what I use to take trades, to short NQ right now, doesn't really make that much sense. So I figured that if we get to 50% of that wick and hold, that I just don't want to be in that trade anymore. So that was the concept there. But ES is really the reason why I hesitate on that short. We're not gonna have we're gonna have a 15-minute gap here at the highs as well that we could trade back towards for more orders. If we can't get a push lower, we might be able to push back up into this gap here, and there'll be more sell orders. There's a ton of sellers sitting in that area up there, so that's what will probably happen. Minute low right there as well. So we have pretty much equal 15-minute lows here. All right, guys, we have 12 minutes. By the way, I'm going to be streaming this afternoon. I will be back this afternoon to trade 100% because we didn't get much movement this today, but I think afternoon will clear up. So we'll be back this afternoon to trade. This sideways action, though, is really frustrating, man. It's so ridiculous. Watching that paint dry. Who loves watching that paint dry? But I will say this shit was spot on, dude. This open was so spot on. I called it. 50-minute, new 50-minute candle opens and is going to trade higher to put in that wick to then flip its body into a bearish candle, right? That was kind of what I called, and it happened to the T. I love the idea of trading that back up. Sadly, took the long and got stopped out, but this was a beautiful trade. It's probably the most beautiful trade in the last 30 or so minutes that we've found. I personally would love this low take-in and then a change in state, and then we could try to trade this back up into these orders here. We have these two equal highs here, basically, and we have a bunch of sell orders sitting here now. Stacked sell orders in this area here. So I'd love for us to take that low and then get a nice push to the upside to squeeze out some of these sellers and then fill more sellers in this area. That would be ideal. We'll see if we get it. Hey guys, if you're still here, what do you think? You like the camera at the top better? I feel like I need to adjust it a little bit. All right, just fix the layout here. This low didn't get taken, which is kind of frustrating. So I don't really want to participate until some of these lows get taken. I'd love to see 761 or 756 get taken, and then we could start to participate a bit more. We do have a CISD here, though, which is something that we could keep in mind that we might want to just trade off of. Something like this could work for a 1-to-1 at least. I think it's going to go to the 1-to-1 potentially. But this low here is what I need for me to get in the trade. The low is what I need. Give me that low so I could participate. Give me that low so I could participate. They're so close to that low, man. They got to take that low. There's no way they're not going to take that low. Yeah, they're going for that low. There's no way they're not. Took a bunch of lows here, though, but not the low I want. Would be insane if they don't take that 50-minute low. I mean, I'm not going to trade to it. I want to take it so I can trade higher. How will you not come and get me so I could trade higher? Oh, ooh. That's pretty crazy. Look at these 50-minute lows they left. They left 1 and 2. I just needed one of them taken. One of them taken, and I can get into this long. That's sad. Ton of sell orders up here that we're gonna go towards. Yeah. That sucks. Exactly what I wanted to happen is happening, but we didn't get the fill. We didn't get the low taken to be able to get into it, but that low gets taken. This change to delivery, we mark it into that 100%. I wonder if I can get a continuation trade off of this. 3 seconds to that new candle. Right into that gap. I just don't have it. The risk reward doesn't look good, right? Because, like, can we pull back to here? Yes. I think we rip it, though. That sucks, guys. That's another beautiful A+ trade that we just needed that low taken. Just take one of these lows, one of those lows, and we mark it in here, and we get the 1-to-1 already. Just take a low, please take a low. Why aren't you taking lows? Why aren't you taking lows? Guys, let me know if my voice is beautiful, if you like the performance, because, you know, I'm here performing for you guys. Ten minutes here till we end the session and we come back 4 p.m. Today we will be on the live stream at 1 p.m., guys. 1 to 3 we will be trading. Hopefully we will have a lot of really good price action that we can trade. Also, guys, do not forget thumbs up, thumbs up. That's how I grow on YouTube, and we're new to YouTube, right? So we're trying to grow here. Thumbs up is the helpful thing to do. Okay, we're going to tap into this gappy cap here. Equal highs here now. We have a 50-minute high here at 8:06. Such a good trade if we take the low, man. For me personally, guys, if you're watching the stream, for me personally, taking these lows, this 1 minute low, isn't enough. I want to see that 50-minute low get taken. It's just way more confirmation, right? We don't have any kind of inversions here, so we're going to go based off that change of state right there. But I need that low taken. That's A+. Without that, it becomes like the idea that we go here makes sense because we have a bunch of sell orders here. But without that low taken, it's harder for me to take this trade. We have this low and this low. They're both 50-minute lows, right? So I would like to see 1 or 2 of those get taken. That would make this A+, and I could look to... I literally would have done this. This would have been the trade. I would have done exactly this, guys. Marketed in right here at this, as this candle started to push. Would have been marketed in there. Stop here, wherever that low was, and we would go for a 1-to-1. which is right there. Would have been a beautiful trade. That would have been a 20-something point trade. In and out quickly. That was a very fast trade. That was a 1 minute candle that basically did the trade for us. We're seeing a nice reaction off of this these 15-minute reversal TraderMade models. Nice reaction off of those. What you would expect when you tap into an area of a ton of sellers, right? There's a lot of sellers in here. So what you'd expect is a move like this, right? Now buyers are defending. You can see that candle there. They defend the hell out of that candle. So we might get another push in here. And if buyers can't continue to hold above this area, most likely see these 15-minute lows get ran right here, to be honest. And we might just be in a sort of like a range currently between here and here. Very, very possible here going into the afternoon session or the lunch session. Just looking to see if I want to try to take this trade here. I would do it while I would go to lunch and just let it run. But I like the idea of like 220 for like a $900 or $1,000 rate, because I think that 15-minute low gets taken next if we can't hold past this gap here. So would not be opposed to this trade if it tags me in here. Give it like a $250 risk. Try to go for $1,000 and just let it play out. Kind of walk away here. I would not mind this trade here. Only thing that has me a little hesitant is the accumulation here that we're having. Usually when you see that, you know, and you do get a breakout, we get a very nice, strong breakout. This low also shows buyers present. We are above VWAP. A lot of things telling me to be careful. But again, I love danger, right? When there's danger in the market, there's pain in the market. That means there's gain for others. Maybe we don't even get tagged in. Maybe we just do this, whatever this is doing. 4 minutes here for the next candle. I wonder if I can buy this into my short. Kind of like that idea, actually. Try to take a trade back into my short. I'm not going to do it, though. Be patient here. I like the short idea. Only thing that has me a little bit sketched, guys, and there's a couple things here, is obviously these lows have all been defended. Also, ES lows are being defended every time we get down there. But I kind of like this trade. lows down there. We've taken the highs. That's a 15-minute high swept into a 15-minute gap. CISD here. Oof. Okay, we would have been in. We would have been tagged into this trade here. Buyers are fucking crazy. All right, I'm gonna jump into this here, guys. See if this aggressive buying gets eaten up by sellers here. Very good risk reward here on this trade, and I'm gonna let it run. But I am going to kill the stream because I am heading out now. See if we get this move here. I'd like to see this area hold and see a push right back down. I think this might be an to induce buyers. This was a nice way to induce buyers. Maybe they get fully filled here, and sellers take over, and we can see that push that I'm looking for. So I like this move so far. This is a good little pullback that I'm liking to see here. I want to see that continuation lower. We have a new 15-minute candle that is going to open in 2 minutes here. I don't like that we took this 1 minute low and then head higher. That shows just really good for buyers. But I'm going to hold this trade, guys. There's nothing to lose here. Very small amount for a very nice win, and we'll see how it plays out. I'm going to cut the stream. I'll be back at 1 p.m. I'll see you guys at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. hopefully brings us better price action, and we can actually make some real money, because today's price action has not been great. It just hasn't. It's been back and forth. We're in a range basically, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'll update you guys on this trade when I get back. 1 p.m. See you all. Appreciate you all, and thank you for being here. Take care, guys. Peace.